Did you know that there are distinct types of men, not just alphas or betas that you may have heard of, but from a psychological perspective, there is a whole spectrum of different personality types. We'll be explaining clearly what each one of these are, how they rank on the social-sexual hierarchy, and also whether you can change your own personality type. Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Aziz. I'm a psychology graduate of Cambridge University and also a medical doctor based in the UK. The different groups that exist are often mirrored in the animal kingdom. For example, the alpha male gets the female he wants at any time. If you are struggling to talk to your crush, let alone get any further, chances are you are not an alpha male. But that doesn't mean you cannot become one. According to sexual hierarchy, there are 6 distinct personality types. They are the alpha, sigma, beta, delta, gamma, and omega. These categories and rankings are based on variable factors such as opposite sex attraction and confidence. Again, if you find that your personality type is not what you are hoping for, don't beat yourself up. Not all women necessarily want to be with an alpha. Many women actually prefer to be with a delta or a beta, especially those looking to settle down. First of all, we have the alpha, the classic bad boy, the personification of confidence and a natural leader. Characteristics of an alpha include slight aggression, bold, charismatic, dominant, and machismo. Machismo means stronger, aggressive, masculine pride. The alpha is usually tall and handsome. They often take pride in telling others what to do because it feeds their ego. In terms of women, they are naturally attracted towards submissive women. Alphas are very social. For alphas, social dominance and social acceptance is very important as it establishes their position in the hierarchy. Alpha males are extroverted and they love to be the center of attention. You may find them in a party or gathering or cracking jokes and making others laugh. Sometimes they are desperate attention seekers. This may make them repulsive to some, but can also help them excel professionally. Alphas are high risk takers, whether that is in their work or love life. They can be vain at times, giving too much importance to external appearances. In some, they often fare well with money and women and thrive in conflict and challenges. You see, being an alpha is like a Ferrari. Everyone wants one, but not everyone has what it takes to become an alpha male. But again, similar to attaining a Ferrari, hard work, knowledge, and practice can certainly help you become an alpha. Sigma. Sigma males make up the smallest proportion of male personalities, in fact just 0.01%. On the sexual hierarchy, however, Sigmas are almost at the same level as alphas. Unlike alphas though, they are lone wolves who do not seek social attention. Sigmas are just as capable as alphas, but they do not care what the world thinks about them. They are lone wolves who forge their own path. Sigmas do not care for position or status. They are as capable as alphas but do not have the same ambition. Women generally find Sigmas as attractive as alphas. Sigmas have a quiet, mysterious nature about themselves and a supremely high level of self-confidence. The fact that they have an air of mystery about them is what often drives women crazy. Sigmas are thoughtful and introspective. They are charismatic and have a positive attitude about life with excellent management skills. Sigmas do not settle. They are ambitious and self-sufficient. Betas. Betas are widely known about. They are followers of alphas. They like to play safe, are risk-averse, avoid confrontations, and they worship women. They often lack stature or physical attractiveness. They do not have the charm or confidence of alphas or sigmas. They are great at conforming and staying loyal. To them, there is nothing more important than maintaining their position in the social hierarchy. Betas are loyalists to alphas. They can be confident, but they don't have the charm, poise, or swagger of alphas. Betas are normal guys who are likable, decent, and kind. Whilst women are often attracted or driven crazy by alphas or sigmas, they often like to settle for betas as they are reliable, loyal, and submissive, even to women. Deltas. Most men are actually deltas, the average normal guy who helps run society. They are not the most attractive, so they have struggles with relationships. Women are indifferent towards deltas. There is nothing particularly striking about deltas, mentally or physically. They do not really understand the female gender. Deltas are one step below betas, but they often mistake themselves as betas. Deltas do have some positives. They are often hardworking and consistent. In general, deltas are physically and mentally weak and do not show any interest in self-improvement. Gammas. Gammas are really the worst of man-gender kind. They are unattractive, bitter, but introspective, obsessive lovers. They are the stalkers, the psycho-jealous ex-boyfriends, the narcissists, the conmen. They are often intelligent, but they tend to overestimate their intellect and think that they are better than every other personality group. Gammas can have a dichotomous view of women. They can worship them or hate them, which would explain why gammas are often the psychopaths of our society. Omega. Omegas are polar opposites of alphas. They are the social outcasts. They are scared of being lonely. They are very clingy. They are social losers and socially awkward. They lack social skills and are often poor in terms of attraction. They can be unhygienic at times, which only compounds their unattractiveness. Unlike gammas, however, omegas are not normally deceitful or conniving. So there we have it, the 6 personality types. Which one are you? Have you changed from one to the other? And what has your journey been like? Do post below. Now, we've talked a lot about alphas, and it's interesting that some of them have traits of narcissism, and I'll link a video summary of that we've done here. Be sure to also watch the charisma myth and No More Mr. Nice Guy. We've also done animated summaries on them. Anyway, I hope you learned something useful and enjoyed this summary. If you want to keep learning about psychology, medicine, or life hacks, hit the like, subscribe, and notifications button. Until next time, stay safe.